coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
Dropping back, it's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. On the ground, it's Lacey. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the move. Fights off a defender. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority #1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the toss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Reed. Lets it fly. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Grove. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got his man on the right.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal and understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Finding an escape route. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
they have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try to get outside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll toss it to the left. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Scott. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Texas A&M going up tempo. Off play action. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Bussey. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taken to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap. It's Harbor. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside? inside the 40.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Scott. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Toss sweep to the left. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To throw, it's Sellers. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
To pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack and try to slow this momentum down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage.
And he lays out, and he's got it down the left side.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Rayner. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Takes a handoff. It's Scott. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged on the outside. It's Craven. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Now, 4th down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Hutchinson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he's out of bounds. 16 seconds left to get something done.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's taking a deep shot. Snags it. Touchdown, Aggies. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, and maybe time for a play or two. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Time to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. to the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit.